Gino arrives at his last day with Natalie as if he is entering an exam he has already failed but still hopes for a last-minute correction. He is aware there is a problem, he knows what it is, and he even suspects Natalie already understands it. Instead of addressing it, he chooses avoidance, remaining silent, offering uncomfortable smiles, and pretending everything is fine. This is not courage, but evasion. The tension escalates after a key incident the night before. Gino admits in front of Natalie's friend that he has been talking to multiple women. This is not a private confession but a public one, made in the worst possible context. Yet he later acts surprised that consequences follow, as if words do not travel or information does not circulate. Natalie does not react immediately. Instead, she observes him quietly, withholding judgment and allowing space for honesty. However, this silence is not patience, it is a test. Gino fails to recognize he is being evaluated at all. The central issue is not exclusivity itself. Technically, they are not officially exclusive. The real problem is a repeated behavioral pattern: omission, vague answers, half-truths, and avoidance. This pattern has already damaged trust before, and now it is happening again. Despite the tension, they spend the day together doing an escape room. The activity initially works as a distraction. They laugh, cooperate, and solve puzzles, even managing to escape successfully. There is temporary chemistry and a sense of teamwork, but it remains superficial. The underlying issue is not addressed, it is merely postponed. After the activity, they sit together and Natalie raises the core question indirectly, whether what they are building is real or just another game. Gino insists it is real, but his words are not supported by consistent actions. Natalie then asks a direct question, whether he will continue talking to other women. It is clear, binary, and requires honesty. Gino freezes. He understands the implications but avoids committing to a clear answer. Instead, he uses vague language, saying he does not want to say the wrong word. This avoidance confirms Natalie's suspicion. Transparency is missing. She gives him space to respond properly, but he remains stuck in hesitation. That hesitation becomes the breaking point. It is not only the content of the answer, but the inability to answer clearly that destroys trust. Natalie interprets this as a lack of clarity and commitment. She stands up and decides to leave, not impulsively, but as a conclusion based on sufficient evidence. Gino is confused, unable to connect cause and effect, still believing they were having a good moment. Natalie briefly returns, giving him one final chance for clarity. She asks again, directly, is he currently talking to other women? This time Gino admits that he is. He also clarifies that he has not met them in person, attempting to minimize the impact. He adds that he intends to continue until exclusivity is established, revealing a mindset of keeping options open rather than committing emotionally. For Gino, this is practical behavior. For Natalie, it signals inconsistency and lack of honesty from the start. The real conflict is not about dating multiple people, it is about how truth is handled. Natalie is not surprised by the content of his answer, but by the process it took to reach it. She had to insist repeatedly. That effort itself becomes the issue. Eventually, she leaves for good. There is no dramatic ending, only emotional finality and physical separation. Gino leaves without fully understanding what went wrong. He treats each interaction as isolated, while Natalie sees a pattern accumulating over time. Every omission, every vague response, and every delay in honesty contributes to a growing loss of trust. In the end, this was not a single failure but a series of small decisions that consistently avoided clarity. Natalie leaves because of that consistency. Gino loses not because of one major mistake, but because of repeated avoidance when honesty was required.